Students of academics and competitive exams of English, today in this English medium lecture number 1, our topic is how to translate sentences based on nominative absolute construction. Student, in previous videos you have gone through the translation which was based on participles. This exercise, this class is also based on participles, which you can say is based on advanced participles, that we come to know nominative absolute construction. Before we go ahead in this direction of translating sentences, let's revise some rules of participle. I have written this sentence in the box, that is दुखी होकर वह कुछ नहीं बोला. Here होकर means being. Being sad, he spoke nothing. If we are not able to translate this sentence into English in one full stop, then we can translate this sentence into two parts. First part is he was sad, full stop, he spoke nothing. Although this sentence can be translated in many various structures related to complex sentence or compound sentence, but today our topic is nominative absolute construction. That's why I am relating this translation to the translation based on participles. In this sentence that is written in this green box, the feature of this sentence is there are two subjects. He was sad, he spoke nothing. In this way we write only one sad that is placed before the main verb. Main verb is spoke here, and the rest part is he being sad. Being sad is the quality of he, that's why it is placed before he. In this our sentence is being sad, he spoke nothing. Now there are two same subjects, that's why we took one subject common and wrote here, and first subject is omitted. But whenever we have two different type of subjects, we wrote both the subjects in this sentence like this. उसके दुखी होने पर मैंने उसे जाने दिया. It means the person who was sad was some other and I let him go, and I as a subject am some other person. Let's begin with the first part. उसके दुखी होने पर means he being sad. होने पर means being. उसके means he means वह दुखी था. He was sad. Was is changed into being if you go through according to the synthesis based on this rule. He being sad, I let him go. If you want to understand this translation more, you please watch the video based on nominative absolute construction synthesis. Now our translation is उसके दुखी होने पर मैंने उसे जाने दिया. उसके means he being sad, I let him go. Let is the second form of the sentence. Now in sentence number 2, पिता के आने पर बच्चों ने सुकून की सांस ली. This sentence can be broken into two parts. Father came, full stop, the children took a sigh of relief. In this way, a father came as a first event, and taking sigh of relief is the second event, or you can say the result of father's arrival. That's why I wrote it later. Father having come, पिता के आने पर means father came first. The children took a sigh of relief later. That's why I wrote the first incident, father having come. Father came first. I mean, the children took a sigh of relief. Father, just after the arrival of father, the children took a sigh of relief means it is quick action. But we ignore quick or delayed action here. We just write आने पर, आने के पश्चात, आने के बाद. You can have any such type of sentence, but you don't go after the words. You go always after the sense of the sentence, because in Hindi sentence may be conveyed in various types of Hindi, like आने के बाद, आने के पश्चात, in so many ways. In the same way, he joined the scholars group. His friends criticized him. Hindi is उसके scholars group को join करने पर उसके दोस्तों ने उसकी आलोचना की. We can divide this sentence into two parts. He joined the scholars group. His friends criticized him. Here two different subjects are there. He and his friends. यहाँ दोनों अलग अलग subjects we have used. So we will do he having joined a scholars group, because whatever has happened first, we wrote it with having plus third form. In this way our sentence becomes he having joined the scholars group, his friends criticized him. The person who were criticizing his friends, some other type of subject, and who joined, he joined. He is the first subject. In this way we found that we have two different types of subject. Join करने पर, join करने के बाद, join करने के पश्चात में भी in so many expressions the sentence of Hindi there. Now our translation is, he having joined the scholars group. We wrote this first event with subject and having plus third form, and rest part of the sentence is written as it is. Let's come to the translation. भोजन सामग्री बांटे जाने पर गरीबों ने राहत की सांस ली, or you can say सुकून पाया, and there may be in so many other words the same sense. Now if we break this sentence into two parts, that may become the food items were distributed. In second part, the poor got relieved. The poor got relieved. In this way our translation may be the food items having been distributed. Because भोजन सामग्री बांटे जाने पर, this part is in passive voice form, because भोजन सामग्री is an object and the person who is distributing this is not mentioned here. And whenever we don't have any subject, we use object in the beginning, and that's why the passive voice of having is written in having been plus third form. That's why our first part is in passive voice, the food items having been distributed, comma, next part is as it is, the poor got relieved. You can say took a sigh of relief. In various words you can translate it. Our next translation of this may be the food items being distributed. The Hindi of बांटे जाने पर, बटने पर, and then comma, the poor got relieved. Students, in this way you can think in Hindi, and whatever you can think in Hindi, it is very easy to translate into English. If you go through the related lectures of the same topic, nominative absolute construction, you can understand it through translation and synthesis also. So please go through all the videos to understand it properly. Thanks.